was really because my children were born. That was the time I took a break. But there was also a time where when my second child was born, I decided to take a longer break because I really wanted to bring up my children in such a way that they would, they'll be prepared to sort of face my absence at all times. Or there are times when you're not completely involved. So it was very important that I bring them up, or it's like prepare them. So that was a longer break of about 4 years. There are, like I said, positives. We owe it, to our children, to the society maybe. At the end of the day, it's really about how well we bring up our children, and how infused they are with our values and the way they look at life. You're shaping all that. You're really shaping future, citizens and future people. So it's, in that sense, it's I would feel it's almost like really necessary. And of course, the positive is also that that you're giving them all that. You're reading them stories. You're getting them onto reading habits, or so many other positives that I can think of. But it's really about the positive of getting back is also a very, very important positive. That there are a lot of negatives. It's very difficult to stop doing what you're doing and do some things completely different. Even when you're working and you stop working, it's not easy for a working person. If you can do a kind of a sabbatical or something like that, even that is not easy, I can tell you that. The world moves very fast. Everyone's moved and you're slightly behind. So, but the determination to get back, to pick up the threads, to really understand what you can contribute. That's very, very important at the end of the day. I would say that you should put in a good body of work before you take a break. You can always use that experience. If it's just, say, after just a year or so, you can't go back saying, I've done this. It's again how you tell yourself. It's going to be tough when you get back, but try and sort of, not completely lose out on your field. If you can keep, your reading, you always have professional books, see what's happening. Maybe if your husband is in the management field, you can always subscribe together to some of the leading thought leadership books that you have, or magazines and stuff like that. So don't lose the fact that whatever developments are happening in that field. Secondly, confidence is something that will come from within. You have to be always believing in yourself. I think it's your husband, your children. It's very important that they also kind of let you go. There's always that tension, right? I mean, when you start to work, your timetable, your schedules are so different from your spouses, and that's a source of constant tension. But if they're in an overall sense, in a mental sense, if they know that it's important for you, so that's very, very essential. The other big thing is your support system. Maids and drivers, they're so good. In an overall sense, I think that support is something that we don't talk of. It's very important. It's the whole belief in yourself. It's also the desire to excel. You have to bring a kind of an expertise which others don't have. Offer, if someone is in a fix, offer to share some of your previous experience, offer to, so all that also helps. The positives of coming back is also the fact that your children, they are looking at a woman who's work oriented, and also if you have boys, for instance, you're preparing them right now to deal with women in the workforce. So it is, that's one long-term kind of a benefit. But the other bigger benefit is that they grow up independent and they're extremely proud of you once they get to know what you're doing, and when they are of a certain age.